Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks, where today we will be reviewing The Haunt of Fear Omnibus Trade Paperback number 2. This issue contains The Haunt of Fear issues 7 through 12. I love these old books published by EC, edited by Ed Gaines, started by his father. And these are the old horror comics, which instigated two things that modern people wouldn't know about. That helped bring about the Comics Code Authority and the show Tales from the Crypt, because I think that was also an offshoot of this, or there are other ones like this that EC published. It helped bring about the Comics Code Authority because there was a guy by the name of Dr. Robert Wortham, a psychiatrist, who said that these old horror books, along with the early superhero books, promoted juvenile delinquency and stuff, which led to Senate hearings, and then the two comics, which eventually would become Marvel and DC, did voluntarily brought about the Comics Code Authority. And then, of course, Tales from the Crypt TV series and stuff like that. So, this book is so good. Because, and each issue follows the same format. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, let's see right here. We have the beginning one, right? This is The Haunt of Fear number 8, right? And each story in the comic, there's 2 or 3 of them, has an introduction by the old witch or the crypt keeper, stuff like that, which is where you get the Tales from the Crypt, and they help set up the story. Then you have a short horror story of a few pages long, and every once in a while the witch and somebody will pop in to move the story along. And then they have the little twist at the end. And then it moves on to the next one. I think that is the Crypt Keeper right there, which looks a little bit different than obviously the one they did on the TV show, because this is back from the 50s. Some of these things are are dated because they're back from the 50s. So the thing, they don't show as much, as they would. There's no nudity, no horrid violence. There's no swearing. But there are some pretty gruesome. There are some pretty gruesome pictures, and monsters that look pretty horrible. There we go. Gotta keep that geek easy going. But it's just, they are just incredible stories. And I mean, some of them are better than the ones out today. But, and this is also EC, and then Dark Horse does the publishing. A couple of these stories I had read in other volumes of things. So I think this one here is one of them. But if you just like some of the old, movies from the 50s, the horror movies from the 50s and stuff like that, this is like them, but a little bit more risque, because you could put it on paper and stuff and leave it to the imagination. But I highly recommend these books. If you can get these, get them. I mean, I'm trying to get some of them in floppies and stuff, but it's kind of hard to do. But anything Vault of Fear, Tales from the Crypt, things like that, Grimm's Tales of Terror, get them. But the Halt of Fear, the EC Archives, number 2, is... there are a couple of them that aren't fantastic, that aren't that great. But overall, I'm going to give it a 4.25 out of 5. And just say, get them. Because they are so fun to read. And you can just lose yourself all afternoon doing it. And that's what I did today. I wanted to finish it up today before, especially since I got called into work tomorrow. So this is worth the $20 that we paid for it. Anyway, let me know if you like old EC comics. Let me know if you've read any of them. Like, subscribe, and most of all, try not to get shivers while reading the horror stuff.